It was a punk rock day. A show came on, so I decided to stay. It wasn't good, I watched it anyway. Oh yeah, that is a punk rock day. Yeah, that is a punk rock day. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Punk Rock Review, home of a bunch of opinionated crap you don't care about, also the home of the feedback you provide that we don't care about, keeps us on an even playing field, and we like that. Real quick shout out to our sponsor. Fuck. Anyhow, moving straight into it. Giddy up. We're ready for some videos. That's right. So, of course, today we are going to be talking about a subject that is kind of near and dear to our heart. And by near and dear to our heart, who gives a shit? But, of course, today we are talking about the one and only GameStop raising the prices of their little, pro membership, kind of club that you can join and whatnot for their pro rewards and things of that nature. So, GameStop raising their prices on their GameStop Pro membership rewards thing. What can be said about this one? Well, man, we have a love and hate relationship with GameStop. Of course, man, back in the day, they bought up and acquired, some companies, that were around that had a lot of game locations and stuff, usually regionally and things of that nature. But they acquired them and adopted a lot of the policies that some of these places had, in their little, world and stuff like that. And so, it was kind of one of those companies that, it was bigger, it brought a little bit of a bigger selection to it and things of that nature. And they adopted some policies from companies that were doing really well with, things and such. But what happened was, as the corporation got bigger and as they implemented, more and more kind of corporatized type, things to their, store itself and whatnot, as they started bringing in all the retail aspect and whatnot, the dynamic shifted away from, being centered wholeheartedly around games and, what the consumer in that, kind of wheelhouse wants and things of that nature. Man, and it became all about how can we make more money? So, they brought in all the retail-y aspect and stuff, and sure, there's a market for it, man. You got all those people that collect POPs and stuff like that, sure, and they, it's like, oh, GameStop has the new POP, better go get it, little characters and things of that nature, we can't say that some of them aren't cool, man, but, if you're gonna put it on the level of, some of their McFarlane old school statues and stuff like that, that stuff's, substantially way better than a lot of the shit that they put out nowadays or whatever, but all that aside, man, so they shifted the dynamics from, games to how can we make money, pertaining to games and stuff. So you got all the, extra little, purchasing things and stuff people could do. And then it's like, how can we make more money and stuff? So, they shifted the dynamic from the store to be able to, accommodate more retail-esque type stuff to try and bring more people in to buy that shit. So, it's like, hey, I'm going to come in for a game and I want an action figure of the character in that game and such. But, man, how can we make more money off that? Well, how about you buy a warranty on this game that we sell you in case it gets scratched, damaged, or broken? Let's just kind of regurgitate the same script and bullshit to the customer every time they walk through the door to try and get them to purchase additional shit that, in theory, they shouldn't need if they, treat their stuff properly. You can buy insurance on this game in case you scratch the shit out of it, and we'll replace it for you at no charge. And if we don't have that title, we'll give you something of equal or lesser value. It's kind of just one of those things, man, an additional sale. Then it's like, hey, why don't you pay and join our rewards program? You get all these incentives and it's really great and it's really good. And this is our love-hate relationship with it. Back in the day, all right, and even if, I guess, currently you were still to be flipping games as often as, we did back in the day, there is a payoff for it. There is some good to being a member of the rewards program and things of that nature. The additional trade-in credit, that's huge if you're bringing in a slew of games, trying to get the newest stuff or whatever. Maybe you're a little tight on the funds, aren't we all? We can't all just come upstairs from our basement and go through our mom's purse and take whatever we want. Some of us can, okay? Some of us can't. When we head upstairs from our mom's basement, it's usually not an issue. That aside, if you were bringing in, the games that you have because something new was coming out and you're like, oh man, I really want to play that. Let me go trade in all these games and such. There is a payoff for being able to do that and whatnot. The additional credit adds up, and the, discount that you might get on different, type of used products and things of that nature. All of that adds up. But what they did was they altered the program and they raised the price, all right? And then, they're like, oh, well, you get these benefits now. Well, you renew and we'll give you X amount of magical digital points or whatever that you can put towards stuff. And back in the day, even currently, sure, there might be some good stuff out there that you can redeem these digital magical points for and things of that nature. When Skyrim released or whatever, we redeemed our points for the strategy guide for that shit. And Skyrim's a big-ass game. What an awesome strategy guide. Probably one of the only strategy guides that we ever really purchased or, acquired or anything like that. And it was because of our affinity and love for the franchise and such, of course. But we had all those points or whatever just sitting around. It's like, well, shit, man. You're telling me I can redeem these magical points that I never see or use or anything and get, the strategy guide for it? We're there. There is some payoff to it and such, but in order to accumulate that shit, it takes a good substantial amount of time and a good substantial amount of money spending and changing hands, mainly your hand to the, GameStop corporations, and it goes from there. So, yes, there is some good, but what they keep doing, man, is raising the prices and trying to get you to kind of go in a little further, man, and, it's gotten to the point, too, where, it's like, it was worth it at one point in time because you got the membership to the, kind of little platform there, and you got the little incentives, and you got the discounts, and you got the extra trade-in credit and all that, and you got access to their magazine Game Informer back when it was really good. Man, it was a great watch. They used to make fun of shit. They used to poke fun at people. Man, it was good fun. But then when, their old editor, well, I guess their double old editor, it doesn't matter. We don't keep up with that shit anymore. Left or whatever, it just turned, man. The magazine went through some giant upheaval, man. The whatever culture and such was curated and put into place in the Game Informer world and stuff that got upended and kicked the hell out to where the magazine just turned to shit. Now that's opinion, man. Maybe some people love the magazine and the old iterations that where they would make fun of games and things of that nature. Wasn't for everyone and such, so we had to tone down. You can't make fun of stuff. That's just bad. The magazine turned to shit. They raised the price on the membership, and lo and behold, what did GameStop do just recently too? They raised the price again, man. So what's happening is as the quality of shit that you get to incentivize you for going goes down, as the amount of visits to the store, this is going to vary for people and whatnot. If you go there a lot and you trade in a lot of stuff, you're going to receive those benefits and incentives, and it's going to be worth it to be a member of the pro little membership club and stuff like that. If you are weaning off and you don't go there enough, and you're not trading stuff in, and you're not utilizing the bonus aspects of being a member of the club, man, and they keep raising the price and raising the price and raising the price, man, it becomes less and less and less worth it. And that's the boat that we fall into. We don't go into GameStop all the time. We don't even purchase a bunch of shit from there. If they're running sales or something like that, we might pop in. We might pop in for the hell of it if we happen to be walking through the mall to go see our mom at her job to try and rifle through her purse. Man, but there's so much shit that, GameStop as a whole keeps doing, man, mainly raising the prices, depreciating the quality of the incentives and stuff that you get, even though, they raise it, oh, you get, now 10% trade-in, or you get 15% trade-in, or you get a $5 monthly coupon that you can put towards shit. By the time that, you reap the benefits of it and stuff, it kind of depends on what your interactions with GameStop is as a whole. So for some, it's going to be great. For others, it's going to be not so great. And then for folks like us, where our visits there have depreciated and stuff, and we don't end up going there as much, man, it's really just kind of a waste of money and such. And now that they're raising the price again, it's just less likely that we'll even want to go to hit up anymore. And we definitely don't want to renew no membership or anything like that. Not for no fucking $25. That's absurd. You know what we could do for $25? Well, what we could do for $25 is endless. We'll do almost anything for $25. We'll do almost anything for $5, but that's beside the point. Your $25 that you would spend there is probably better off just given to us here so that it saves us a trip upstairs to go through our mom's purse. Makes sense? It absolutely does. You know what else makes sense? Just giving us money. GameStop raising their prices on stuff, like we said, love-hate relationship, man. There's a lot of good that this company, used to bring to areas that didn't have game stores and things of that nature, man. And there is value if you seek it and if you constantly are, utilizing it and things of that nature, man. But if you aren't utilizing it, you're kind of just getting shafted. So it's going to be opinion, man. It's going to vary for everyone. We got a love-hate relationship with it. We hate that they keep raising the prices, man, and their magazine sucks. So there you go. Anyhow, what can be said about GameStop membership raising the prices? Gets a good old-fashioned up arrow because the prices keep going up. And the quality and return on that's going to vary to your mileage on what you're putting into it and such. You put in a lot, you'll get some back. You don't put in so much, you're out $25. Might as well be out $25 and give it to us. That's it. Give us money. Have a good one. You probably didn't. We'll catch you next time. Probably won't.